Good morning, good afternoon. This is Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and I'm just going over to YouTube to actually see whether we're live or not. Just give me a second. No, I'll go do that in a second. I'm going to go here. Hello, welcome to the broadcast. Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and the topic today is influencer marketing still relevant? And you can join the discussion if you're watching live, and I'd like to get you involved. I'm going to go over to, in my studio, go over to chat and click the chat and see if anything comes through, and I'm going to say hello. You have a good spell, just a second. Yeah. All is good. That seems to have worked. Yes, so we're actually looking at, there you are, you should be able to see this hello. That's from me, and it's got a cat there as well. Okay, so that's me from OneStream Live, and we are talking today about this topic. Okay, is influencer marketing dead? And we're going to talk around the topic. We're going to look at what an influencer is. Well, that's basically, if I pull that back to here, I'm going to exchange. And we say hello to, and thank you for the comment. Hello to Aman, nice to see you. Hello, Aman. You should, if you check both iPhone and Android, there is now a mobile broadcasting app which is available. Okay, so good news for everybody. Yes, exciting times at OneStream. There has been an update and it's rolling out at the moment. If you go to Play Store or Google Play, you can download the latest version. With the latest version, you can actually go live on mobile. You don't need anything else. You just need your mobile phone. And it is quite brilliant. So we're talking today about influencers, and I'm bringing up a menu which is now on screen, and this is what we're going to be talking about today. The introduction, which is what we're doing now. Then we're going to talk about what is an influencer, and the question everybody asks, can I be an influencer? We'll talk about influencers working together, and I've done this several times, well, quite a few times in actual fact. What do influencers do for a brand? They can increase brand awareness, they can build trust and credibility, they can drive engagement, they can target specific audiences, they can boost sales. If I go here so you can still see me, they can boost sales. Let's just go over here and move this over there. Okay, they can boost sales. So an influencer can actually boost sales. And in the house today, we have Alec, and Alec Dorling. Alec, welcome. And yes, today we're talking about influencers. And I know many influencers, Alec. We all influence each other, which is brilliant. And Alec is watching from Sweden. Okay, so boost sales. And then influencers can enhance content. They can provide social proof. They can support product launches. And influencers, when they collaborate, what happens when influencers collaborate? And I'm going to go then for the conclusion. So that's basically the topics we're running through today. If any of those is of interest to you, then good. Ask questions as we go along. Make observations. If you are watching me live, I'd like to say to Aman and Alec, thank you. Then I'll feature your comments on screen and we can talk about them. Now, I suppose I want to start off with this, because what do influencers do? And I'm going to replace the media and I'm going to bring in this image. Okay, now this image is for We are three influencers. We are Marco Novo, Nick Wood, and Stephen Healy. And Marco, Nick, and Stephen present Sound Advice. The three of us individually were approached by Soundpeats, who are a leading audio manufacturer. And the agreement was simple and straightforward. Soundpeats supplied us with 3 Soundpeats products of our own choice, and we went live on Amazon Live talking about them as influencers. So we are all Amazon influencers, and it's basically the benefit here is that it's not Nick, Marco, or I saying that we're influencers. It's Amazon, and when we talk about Amazon, we talk about Amazon.com. We talk about the world's 3rd largest website. So when they say you're an influencer, then you take note and over to Aman. And Aman is saying, OneStream Live free plan, unlimited streaming not working. You cannot, we've had this discussion, and I'm sure Alec will agree with me that you cannot have a free plan that has unlimited streaming. The work that OneStream do costs money. Developing the new application for Android and iPhone costs money. They need to earn money in order to create software. So the money that you pay goes to OneStream in Finland, and OneStream in Finland create the products that we can use today. So I take your point, and OBS is free. OneStream Live is sort of more sophisticated, but I take your point and thank you for joining the broadcast. Okay, so Amazon said that Marco, Nick, and I are all influencers. And in order to become an influencer, we had to pass what was an exam. And back to comments. Oh, right. Okay. Basically, when the arrangement we came to with Soundpeats was that they thank you for reminding me where I was. Soundpeats asked us to choose 3 products from their catalogue. They sent them to us free of charge and free of carriage as well. And then we went live on air on, I think, 3 shows in total to actually talk about the products themselves. So learn about the product first and then go live and talk about it. It means that when we're talking about them, the products would actually use them. And that is basically being an influencer, to actually go live and talk about products and influence people who are watching. And so, yes, it was for Parenting Kind and commission on sales too. Okay, so, free products. And the next question, which I'm going to show. Right, okay, thank you, Alec. And we've got hello, and hello is coming in from, I need to put my glasses on now. I need to be able to read the screen. Davey Games, hello and welcome. And the next question's coming in. It's a busy broadcast today. And Alec is saying thank you. You're most welcome. Any questions, I shall expand. Okay, so let's go back to our agenda, because if you're actually running a live broadcast, what you do need is a running order. And I put together in the 2 days before a broadcast on OneStream Live, I put this together. The introduction, an influencer. What is an influencer? An influencer is somebody who has a following. Basically, when we are doing the Amazons, then we have people who follow us on Amazon. and they will click on the products, and if they like the products, they will buy them. That's the way. And if they buy them, then we get commission. So an influencer is somebody who influences people's buying decisions. Okay, and that can be in relation to a product, a service, or a charity. Yeah, what you're actually doing is, well, hopefully three things: entertaining, informing, and engaging with people, as I've been doing today. And thank you for all the comments. And you're actually teaching people. This is live video is a great teaching medium, especially when people have got questions, especially on Amazon. The thing is that if you think about Amazon as a platform, you can go and you can look at the product pages, you can watch recorded video, you can read the reviews that people have left. But with live video, with Amazon Live, you can actually ask questions live in much the same way as we're doing today on YouTube. People can ask questions live and make comments whilst you're talking about a particular product. So I'm just waiting for this. Yes, there, thanks. Okay, I'm going to keep using that, Alec. It's just so handy. I'm going to hide that. And Alec has sent another comment in. And let's show the other comment. And I'm going to read it, put my glasses on, read it. And is brand ambassador classed as an influencer? And if so, is this by payment for a contract period or higher commissions than an affiliate? That's an excellent question. Brand ambassador, you can have your own deals. I mean, the deal that I've got, part of the deal that I've got with BeLive, for example, is that I've got the top level of the software and I don't pay a cent for using it for doing 4 broadcasts a week. So brand ambassadors can actually, it's a brand ambassador, I suppose, is sort of the top level. Brand ambassador, I mean, yes, that's a good question, which has got me a little bit flummoxed. Okay, and it is, you can be paid as a brand ambassador and you reach individual agreements, and that's the way that works. And I'm on rolling contracts with people, 12-month rolling contract, and it just kicks over if everything's going well. And my contract kicked over in April this year. Now you can just go for affiliate commissions. There's no reason not to. If you get to know a product very well, then you can sell it. I mean, you can just, let's bring this in for a moment, just to give you an example. As you've picked up on that, I'm going to show this on screen, and it should come into my studio in a moment. If I scroll down here, hopefully, and I'm just waiting for my studio. If you were looking for, I'm going to add this to the stream. I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to slide it over here. Okay, you give me an opportunity to discuss affiliate commission. And I'll take the next question in a moment, Aman. No, that I didn't say that the mobile app is unlimited. It's not. Yeah, there is a free version with so many minutes, and then in addition to that, if you want anything more, you have to pay. And I've tried to explain to you several times why we need to pay. Yeah, because if nobody paid anybody, nobody would eat. Just as simple as that. Okay, so just to show what I'm talking about, this is the comment that's coming from Aman, and it's using OneStream Live mobile app at the moment, free, and it's not unlimited. I agree with you totally on that. I agree, and it's not free. It is chargeable. Right, back to Alex's observation earlier. As an influencer, you can earn affiliate commissions. If you are a OneStream Live user and you want to be an affiliate, you can apply for the OneStream Live affiliate program. You have to be an influencer. I'll come back to that in a moment. But once you are an influencer, every time that somebody purchases the OneStream Live system from your link, then you receive a recurring commission. So if people buy and pay annually, you'll get annual commission. If people buy and pay monthly, you'll get a monthly commission. And that's the affiliate side of things. So you can, because if you are, okay, and a question from Alec, what's the criteria for being a micro influencer? That's an excellent question. Can I take that under advisement? I need to take under advisement because I'm not, one of the things that happens, I'm going to be honest here, one of the things that happens when you are broadcasting live is you're going to ask questions and you've got to be totally honest and say, I don't know what a micro influencer is. If you want to explain a little bit more, Alec, then I'll try my best. Okay, so I'm going to hide that. So just to remind ourselves that we are talking about, I'm going to replace that. I'm going to go off full screen, and I'm going to bring this back on screen so that you can see that we are talking today about, is influencer marketing dead? My answer throughout the whole of this broadcast is going to be no, it's not. And I'm now going to bring up our agenda today, and this is our starting point for the broadcast, and this is basically what we're talking about. So what is an influencer? It's somebody who has a social media following on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, and people follow them. Now, we're not talking about having millions of followers. We're talking about having thousands of followers. In other words, when you go live, the potential is there for people to actually engage with you. What you have to become, and Alec and I know this from the real world. Back before on Facebook, we used to network in the real world. We used to go to events that were organized, and we used to meet people. We used to shake hands. We used to say hello, and we used to say, what do you do? And people would tell us. That's been superseded by the internet, but the principle is still the same, that you have to have a situation where people will listen to you. If I get an invitation to go and speak about live video, then people will listen. If I get an invitation to go and talk about golf, they won't, because I don't play golf. So I can't go and talk about golf. But if you want to ask me to talk about live video at your next meeting, then I'm more than willing to do so. That's an open offer, by the way. If anybody's listening and wants to take me up on it, then you can. And that's if you're watching the replay as well. So I'm just going to add this back to the stream, and we'll come back, and I'm going to slide that over there. Okay. And so an influencer is somebody who has a following. Now, question I'm often asked is, can I be an influencer? Yes. Yeah. You cannot say you are an influencer until you become one, and you'll know when you are one. When you are one, when you broadcast live on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, people come to watch, listen, and engage with you. And I'm very fortunate in that today with Aman and everyone who's actually joining me live today, including Alec. You have to earn your spurs. You have to have a following. You have to have an audience. In order to be an influencer, you need an audience. So once you've got your audience, then you can become an influencer. As we saw a moment ago, you can become an affiliate for OneStream Live. Go through the qualifying process once you've applied. If you type into Google OneStream affiliate, it will give you a link. It's directly to the page, and then you put that in, and you put in your Facebook account, your YouTube account, your LinkedIn account, and your Twitter account or X account, and it gives OneStream Live enough information to decide whether you should be an affiliate. So you don't get it automatically. If you want to appear on Amazon Live, broadcasting on Amazon Live, then you have to apply. And you apply to Amazon.com to become an Amazon insider. Now, you don't start off there. You've actually got to work your way through. You've got a 90-minute audition, which is you going live on Amazon.com for 90 minutes. If you pass that audition, then you become an Amazon influencer. Like the gentleman I showed you earlier. And I go here. Marco was the first to apply, and he became an Amazon influencer. All right, okay. Thank you, Jan Salek. We'll be in a minute. As the delay between the studio and the comments. Marco was the first to apply, and he really enjoyed it, and it was profitable. So he told me all about it, and I sort of took about 3 months to decide, but I applied and then became an Amazon insider. And then Nick became an Amazon insider, and the three of us together can broadcast on our 3 channels on Amazon Live, and we can sell. And we sell Soundpeats or audio equipment in a broadcast called Sound Advice. Over to Alec. Show. Micro-influencer is an influencer with a follower count in the range of 10,000 to 100,000 followers. All right, okay, yeah. Basically, in that case, I'm not a maxi influencer. I am a micro influencer. So everything I'm talking about today is about being an influencer. And in my mind, I use the term influencer. I accept that micro influencer might be another term that could be gainfully employed. Okay, so we are talking about having tens of thousands of followers or thousands of followers. You can't just open up a Twitter account. So you can't just open a Facebook account and go live and expect to have. You've got to build an audience. That's a topic for another time, building a following. But you can build a following basically by going live, being consistent, get your friends involved, get friends of friends involved, and just build it up slowly. It's possible. So to the question which we started off with, and let's just go down here a minute. There's somewhere down here. It's here. And I'm going to replace the media and come back and reorganize ourselves. So to the question, is influencer marketing dead? No, it's not. Basically, right, okay. I've got the next question, Alec. Just give me a second. But basically, I've lost my thread. This happens. Yeah. One of the things I love about OneStream is that I could have, if I wanted, I should have done this, somebody monitoring the chat, so they can actually show the chat items on screen and reply to them. So I'm basically keeping up. And Alec, thank you for the information. I understand a brand post by a micro influencer is potentially $200. Would you agree? If you are a brand influencer, then yes. I mean, basically, you've got to be honest. You can actually negotiate a price. Yeah, you can negotiate a price depending on how much influence you have, demonstrably. Then you can negotiate a price. There isn't a set of pay rates, okay? And you could basically, for being an influencer and showing a video, and $25, showing a short video, up to $1,000, $2,000 for a broadcast. It depends who you are in the audience. We'll talk about that as we go along. So let me bring my menu back, and we're going to hop on. But yeah, I mean, $200 is, I got to say, $200 is doable. Okay. Right. So in answer to the question, can you be an influencer? Then the answer is that yes, you can be an influencer. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to get something sorted. You can be an influencer. All you need to do is apply yourself. We know that if you apply yourself to anything, then you can achieve anything. Now, in terms of influencers working together, and this is one of the benefits of using OneStream, influencers can work together. And we're going to come here and I'm going to show you some more, my friends. All of these people are influencers. And again, we've got Nick Wood, we've got myself, we've got Brigitte Limbander from South Africa, we've got Joe Shepherd from Ireland, Lillian Moyler, good friend, and Marco Novo from Portugal, Linda Sunshine West from San Diego, and Lottie Ern from Ireland. Now, all these people are influencers. They are the producers. They are part of Live Video Production Week 2023, and there will be a 2024 as well. But this is influencers working together, and this is where OneStream Live scores. The OneStream Live Studio, you can have up to 10 people on screen, and you can have team as well. So on here, Joe Shepherd is one of my team members, and Joe can actually help control the broadcast, okay, if he's available at the time. So basically, we work together as influencers, talking about, we're all experts in different broadcasting systems. I broadcast about OneStream Live, the obvious reason that I both work for OneStream Live and I've used OneStream Live for the last 4 years. So Brigitte talks about StreamYard. Marco talks about StreamYard as well. There are quite a few StreamYard users amongst us. Okay, so, and this is where multiple co-hosts works well. Okay, so I'm going to go here and try to keep up with everything. So influencers do work together, and that was a shout out to my colleagues on Live Video Production Week. And that is basically, we are all marketing through affiliate links, the systems that we broadcast on. Okay, so what can an influencer do for a brand? Okay, that's the logical next question. What can an influencer do for a brand? Why have influencers? If you have somebody who loves your product, enjoys using your product, and has the ability to tell the world about it, then they can raise the brand awareness. And they can start a word of mouth campaigns. They can recommend something and word travels. So let's just run with it. So these are basically the benefits of, well, it's a job description for an influencer, and it's also a job description for a brand ambassador. So we're killing those two with one stone, and they can increase brand awareness. Okay, that's what it's all about. That's why you have brand ambassadors. That's why you have affiliates. You want to market through word of mouth. Now, word of mouth might be through blogging, it might be through tweets, it might be through live video or recorded video. Yeah, and this is, again, OneStream plays a part in all this. The next thing is I'm just going to switch around here. Trust and credibility. The thing about an influencer is that they have become known or over a period of time and are known, liked, and trusted. And those are the three key attributes you've got to have as a brand ambassador. You've got to be increasing your network all the time. You've got to be increasing your reach all the time. You've got to be reaching out to people. You've got to be engaging with people. You have to become known, liked, and trusted. If you're known, liked, and trusted, then brands are interested in you, because the fact that people like and trust you means that brands will like and trust you too. Okay, and on to the next point. Drive engagement. And talking about engagement, then this is the engagement we're talking about. And thank you to Alec. Basically, through the medium of live video, especially OneStream Live, we can, right? Thank you for the question, Alec. I'll come to you in a moment. So thank you for the new question, which I've scanned. Driving engagement. You can drive engagement on a live video by having a topic which people are interested in and by knowing what you're talking about. By having those two, then you can start conversations, you can answer questions, you can get people involved. Yeah. Engaging, trusting, liking, all these are important facets of being a brand ambassador and able to drive engagement. And Alec is speaking to point 8, which is targeting specific audiences. Let's bring that on screen. So thank you for the question, Alec. Okay. Would the large target age group of an influencer in general, Gen X, baby boomers, or others? Right. I can't talk about in general. All I can talk about, so basically, I would say that an influencer can reach around their own age group. Yeah. I would not be talking about swimwear on this broadcast, because I would expect somebody talking about swimwear to be in the range of 15 to 35. Yeah. So you can present the knowledge that you have according to basically age, really. Yeah. I mean, I've been in live broadcasting for 8 years, and it means that I've got an in-depth knowledge of everything from Facebook Live up to now. And that means that when I talk, I can talk knowledgeably. And if I was just broadcasting for one product, yeah. I mean, I did a series on LinkedIn. I don't know if you hopefully remember it, Alec, earlier this year, about Streamster, which is a solo broadcasting system, only one person on screen. And there's great interest in that. Yeah. So, but I can do that because I've got my knowledge of broadcasting. I think rather than it, there are factors. Expertise is probably the main criteria to reach people. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect to be able to reach a young audience. You know, if I look at the thing is that you can actually find out quite easily. You can find out who your audience is. Now, I've got a live video hub Facebook page, and the majority of the audience there are actually, Alec, it's going to surprise me, so I'm going to surprise you, Alec. The audience on the live video hub are under 35. 60% of the people are under 35. I've got I've got a live video production group with 12,000 members, and the majority of those are under 30. So I don't think there's any rules, anything apart from obvious mismatches. I don't think there's anything. And yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. It's whether your audience actually trusts you and whether you've got credibility talking about the topic you're talking about. Okay. If you ask me to talk about cricket, I can talk about cricket, talk about video. There are things I'll talk about Park Run. I mean, I can market Park Run, and I could be an affiliate for Park Run, but there's no money in it. You can talk about what you know about, yeah, which is where the credibility comes in. Credibility, surely? Trust and credibility. I'm going to take that. My interpretation, incredibility. An incredible presence on screen. In other words, you reach out to the screen, you actually grab people in. that I can go an incredible level of being a magnet. Okay, I can go with that. I can go with that. But to go with what we were talking about a moment ago, and I'm going to come back here. So according to your age, you can target specific audiences. If you are a musician and you're in your 30s or 40s even, then you can target your audience. If you go and do gigs, if you do performances in local pubs, then you know your audience because you attract your audience. If you're going to play industrial metal, like one of my favorite bands, Fleisch, do, then you're going to attract your audience. That was a shout out for Fleisch, F-E-L-E-I-S-C-H. They have a specific audience. Okay, I don't think, with the exception of relatives, I don't think you'd find anybody over 40 in their audience. Yeah, I'm willing to be told I'm wrong, but you can a brand ambassador or an influencer can actually target specific audiences, and I would say that it does go about age, expertise, and whether you're credible or incredible. Okay, the idea of having a brand ambassador is quite simply an influencer is to boost sales, right? Okay, Alec and I talked earlier about getting paid, and you can get paid for being a brand ambassador. You can get paid so much of it, broadcast so much a month. You can get commission in as well. There are income avenues. If you've got a YouTube channel and you reach the level of 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, then you can earn money directly in your channel from basically from advertising income, which Google share with you. And we've got a good saying here. I'm going to show this on the screen and say hello. And Alec is saying skills pay the bills. Indeed. Indeed, you're swapping your expertise in exchange for payment. But I basically, I think that the influencer market will not go away, because from a brand's point of view, there is no catch, because you can't become a brand ambassador, you can't become an influencer until you've built up the credibility, until you've got people who listen to what you say and interact with what you say. You cannot. And over to Alec again. And thank you, Alec. It's good looks rather than age. I knew you'd make me smile at some point during this broadcast. Thank you very much. It is. I've got it. I'm not going to get any. I could say that if I was modeling swimwear, you wouldn't, but if it was somebody younger, somebody who was a beach person, then you would. It's basically the right person in the right product at the right time. And obviously, if you are going to be on live video, you do need to have, you do need to have the ability to bring the topic you're talking about to life. Okay, so boosting sales, that's why companies recruit brand ambassadors, and that's why there are always going to be brand ambassadors required by every single company that's going, because brand ambassadors boost sales, and they wouldn't be involved if they didn't. And the thing is, if you've got a love for the product, I mean, my love for OneStream is well known, which is why it's so enjoyable to actually broadcast on OneStream, especially to the OneStream Live YouTube channel. I just totally enjoy it. I'm still reading Alec's last comment. Now, the thing is that we all have, point 10 is enhanced content creation. If you're a company and you have product to sell or services to sell, or you're a charity and you've got a cause to promote, you have a situation where you're creating content. Okay, so for this broadcast today, let me just put this full screen. I'm going to put this full screen. This broadcast today, I'll give you a for example, and I'm going to put that full screen. Every week, the OneStream Live graphics team create the graphic for my broadcast on the OneStream Live YouTube channel at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK, every Wednesday. Now, this is brilliant. It means that I can use this to promote my broadcast, but somebody else is working with me. And if I basically, it gives a totally different viewpoint, totally different slant. OneStream know what they want, and I know I like what they do, so we win there. But if you've got a series of brand ambassadors, then they've all got their own creative skills, and they will bring their own skills to the table. So as a brand, you can say, right, okay, work within these parameters, use that logo, use those colorways, use those images. But there's nothing to stop anybody who is working on your behalf from actually being creative and actually putting together their own set of graphics to enhance your brand. Okay, I mean, if I was selling Nexigo cameras, then I would have a brilliant picture of the Nexigo camera on there and me. Yeah. Now, Nexigo aren't going to put me on an image. I can put Nexigo on an image. So by having brand ambassadors and the like, then you're actually increasing the talent pool of people who can actually contribute to the success of your brand. And it's time to switch the menu again, bring the menu back on screen as we try to back on track. Now, the thing is, if you are, so we're on number 11 now, and we're going to provide social proof. Okay. As I said earlier, with Nick Wood and Marco Novo, I broadcast on Amazon Live. And basically, when I talk about an object, like when I talk about a Stream Deck, yeah, I can talk about it because I both use it and enjoy using it. So what I'm actually doing is when I'm talking about the Stream Deck, I am actually bringing, let's go here, social proof. I'm bringing social proof because I'm using it on a regular basis. I use this to control my screen, to Chrome browser, apps on my desktop. This saves me money, saves me time. I can talk about this because I use it. So it's social proof. In other words, if you see an advertisement, sorry, and it says, okay, this has got a spec X, Y, Z. What you really want to know is, what do people think of it? Now, you've got the written reviews, but supposing you're able to talk to somebody about the product, an influencer about the product, and they can tell you the nitty gritty. Now, when I review something, the first thing is I bought it. So I know I've committed my dollars to it. So I know that to me, it's worth it. So when people say, is this worth $50? I can say, yes, it is. But however, if I buy something, and this happens occasionally, if I buy something and it's not perfect, then I will tell you where the wrinkles are. There's a very well-known microphone, which is to the left of me at the moment, and you're listening to it. I'm not going to name it, but it has a feature I don't like. Basically, it's got a button on top, which is, it's not a button you push. You just go like that. And it can cut your microphone. It's a bad feature. So I tell it as it is. So when I actually, I do give social proof when I'm talking about software, when I'm talking about hardware. I do give social proof. And over to Alec. And Alec is saying negative headlines attract better than positive headlines. I unfortunately, I have to, I say unfortunately, let me come back to me. What attracts our attention is when things go wrong. And if we see something in the news and we know about it to a certain extent, and we see something that goes wrong, then yes, yeah, I would say negative attracts. Well, yeah, and I agree. I'd much rather. I mean, I'm an eternal optimist. I would much rather go for the good news, but nobody's ever sold newspapers consistently. There used to be an independent good news newspaper, good news. All it had in it was good news, the good happenings around their local environment, around their local area, and they widened that out from town to county. And it was a free sheet with advertising. And eventually what happened, people got fed up with good news. It happens. Bad news attracts an audience. It does. But that's not what you're looking for. I mean, all right, I'm going to tell a story now. As today, I've been busy today. I don't know what's happened today, Alec. I'll find out later. Sorry for taking you off the menu. No, don't worry at all. All right, okay. I'll track that. Thank you for the info. I will definitely track it. I mean, but when you're looking for, I'm going to tell you a true story now. Let me just hide this. Okay, this is all about influencers. If you're buying something on Amazon, then you can watch the video reviews and you can read the text reviews. But if you go on an Amazon page, it tells you how many reviews there've been and whether people give it 5-star or 1-star. Now, I know somebody who's not far from me. Now, well, she's in Germany today. But basically, when we look at a product, I look at the 5-star reviews. If you don't give me 5, I'll look at the 5-star reviews. And that what makes me decide. If I see a 5-star review from somebody I know, an influencer, done deal. They're not gonna steer me wrong. This person, however, looks at 1-star reviews and is looking for the bad news, and is looking basically what are the problems with this product, service, or and there are two opposite views. But yeah, I mean, news. I'll check the news after, Alec, and I'll take the link that you've, or the keywords that you've given me. Right. Okay. So now this is point in the show where I'm going to sort of, which we need to remind ourselves of. I'm going to put it full screen. The original question that we asked was, is influencer marketing dead? And the answer to that I've given you is a resounding no. Influencer marketing is alive, will stay alive. It's a commercial proposition for anybody who sells a product or service. If you can get people who know people to actually speak well of your product, that's the best. Recommendation goes a long way. Recommendation from somebody who knows what they're talking about. Recommendation from somebody who is enthusiastic. I mean, I'm okay. Let's just segue for a moment. The reason I enjoy OneStream Live is OneStream Live literally are always innovating, and as Alec knows, there is a new version of the OneStream Live mobile app. And the reason that I am so taken by this is, first of all, This mobile app, and this I'm doing my influencer bit here. The mobile app, you can use it portrait, and to answer one of your questions, Alec, you can use it landscape. Both work. You just need to turn your phone. You can broadcast up to 45 destinations from your mobile phone, all through OneStream Live, and it just works out the box. So if you've got an iPhone or an Android phone, then and you want to reach out to the world from your mobile phone, and you want to broadcast portrait or landscape, OneStream Live. And okay, and over to Alec. Alec is saying, enjoyed the show. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we're going to get today's headline, which is coming through from Alec. And today's headline is, I'm waiting for it, Alec. Okay, I'll come back to it. Okay, and Alec and I agreed on this, negative attracts. But so positive also in terms of brand ambassador. I mean, I'm taking, there was a program with the amazing, this is a UK program, the amazing Leonard Rossiter as the comedy lead. And he founded a company called Grot. And Grot had the simple premise, it's made products so bad that you had to buy them. So he sold things that didn't work. Yeah. So that's a negative approach to take. When you've got the best product in the world, Samsung Galaxy S24, then you actually promote the heck out of it. And over to Alec. And Alec is saying controversial. I'm gonna get a dictionary, Alec. Thank you anyway. Okay. So let's just go back, and I'm just going to go quick run through. And I want to say a big thank you for actually watching me live today. I always enjoy being on the OneStream Live YouTube channel. I also enjoy using OneStream Live software, which is what I've been doing today. So we did the introduction. We talked about what is an influencer, and it's somebody who can persuade their followers that they should buy something or do something. Can I be an influencer? The answer to that is yes, you can. You just got to start. Where do you start? At the beginning, and you build up the number of followers, you build up your reputation, and you can start today. Influencers working together. I just want to give a shout out to everybody I showed you earlier. Let's just bring this back on screen because I got all this ready. So I've got it in the back office. I'm just going to go over here to give a shout out to my fellow influencers. I'm going to put them full screen. Okay, my fellow influencers: Nick Wood, Brigitte Limbanda, Joe Shepherd, Lillian Moyler, Marco Novo, Linda Sunshine West, and Lottie Hearn. And go here. Okay, so influencers working together. I just enjoy having a team of people, especially so talented. Right, increasing brand awareness. This is what an influencer will do for you, is to increase awareness for your brand. They've got a new audience that who've not heard of you before. They can present you. If your influencer has built trust and credibility, not trust and credibility, I'm going to go with my script, then basically that transfers to your product. If they've taken you on, they're not going to, well, they're going to take on a product that they feel familiar with, they feel comfortable with. They can drive engagement. They can bring people in. They can send people to your page They can send people to your product, to your service. They can target specific audiences. Alec and I had a good chat about this earlier. Basically, we do say it's basically different people or different influencers for different target audiences. Boosting sales is the whole aim of the game. It's to increase the sales of a product or service and enhance content creation. I said earlier, when you have an influencer working for you, they will produce their own content, which broadens the engagement and appeal. Because you wouldn't have thought of it. You've got your own creatives. They've got one mindset. That influencers bring in other mindsets. Providing social proof. If influencers, by definition, are able to influence people, which means they've built up a following on the social media networks. They may have their speciality on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitch. The thing I missed, because we were talking, we're having a really good chat with everybody, support product launches. When you're launching a product, I can give you, for instance, supposing that you are launching a new product, a new mobile product, then you bring in your influencers and you get them involved with the product launches. Again, influencers can collaborate. One of the best places to collaborate is OneStream Live. It's got everything we need. We can have 10 people on screen. We can go to 45 different destinations, and we can have team members as well. The team members actually help. So of the co-producers I've got, they can help run the show. And finally, in conclusion, and I'm going to come to me, I want to say a big thank you for actually watching me live today. It's always my pleasure to actually broadcast on OneStream Live, and I love the fact that you join me. I want to wish you a great week ahead, and I'll be back again 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK next Wednesday. To everybody who's watched live, to everybody who's commented today, thank you. To Anand, to Alec, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye for now.